Hello and welcome back to the channel, and if you watched my previous video you will know that I've got a new Victorinox, and this is the Victorinox Hunter, and I picked this up last weekend second hand at the wilderness gathering. It has hardly been used, and if you know me, you know by now I really like Victorinox knives. Now, this has been probably over the last 2 years. For years I didn't bother, I just always carried a Leatherman or a Locker, and I disregarded Victorinox. I don't know why. I come to the woods for a few hours or sometimes a weekend. I used to carry the Leatherman, I don't anymore. I carry one of these, either a small one or one this size, and I particularly like this one. It was quite reasonable, so I thought, why not? I've modified it a little bit. I put a long lanyard on it of survival cord. I like a long lanyard on a knife this size. I don't know why, don't ask me, I don't know, I just do. And we've got at least 4 foot there, so that's 4 foot of cordage inside and 4 foot of tinder. I've taken the toothpick out and I put a firefly in, and I've got the tortoise gear tinder in the corkscrew. Haven't modded the blades or anything, it's as it came. I have stropped the main blade, that's all. Now, I don't hunt, I got no interest in hunting at all, but I do appreciate a serrated blade. Yes, it's only small and it is meant for gutting and hunting basically, but I like one. I use one every day. I use a Leatherman every day in work, and I find that I use the serrated blade more than anything. Cutting up cardboard and things, great. I'm quite happy to have the serrated blade. Obviously it comes at a price because you don't get the tin opener and bottle opener, but you do get a multi-function one. Same one as on the Walker, which I'm a big fan of, cracking little knife. And basically these days most of the tin food you get, it's got a ring pull. If it hasn't, that does the job. It's not brilliant, but it does the job. So there's 2 tools you've seen already, and it's got an excellent saw. These are great, fantastic saws. Can't fault them. I wish they locked, but you can't have everything. Large main blade. And in the past I have reground one of these, shorter version, and I've put a single bevel on it, and it's a feather sticking monster. And I think if this had a smaller plain blade on it, I'd probably do it to it, but I'm not going to do it on this one. I'm going to keep it as it is. The old-fashioned type of lock, which to be honest though I prefer than that fiddly little lock on the new one. I like the old one. I'm not going to really put this to work at anything, so I just need that extra security that it won't fold on me. Not going to do any battening with it, trust me. Yeah, so a nice tool with a little deer on it. Yes, that's what you're going to get. Oh yeah, very important. And all these are great, and I know some people use these to strike a ferrorod. I won't be doing that because I want to keep it sharp. And it looks like it's seen a bit of use. It's not super sharp, but then it'd be just fine for boring holes. Now then, a video I'd done a while back, I had a comment from a viewer, and the remark was that he'd seen somebody lighting the firefly in that groove. Now I give a negative comment back saying it's too rounded, it won't work. Well, funny thing, I think I was wrong. I don't mind admitting when I'm wrong. Even I'm wrong sometimes. I tried this at home. It worked. So what I think I'll do, I've got some various tinders with me. I'm going to try it out and see if the guy was right. I'm not sure if he got it from Felix Imler. I don't know. And Felix Imler, if you know, is the Swiss Army knife god. Well, that's a lot of talking. So I have some fat wood and I also have some fire plugs. I have no interest in gutting my cord at the moment. Them two will be quite enough. Let's go over to the block. Now in my last video I made a little feather stick and I think I'll utilise it. Now the grind on these aren't particularly good for making feather sticks. It does tend to dig in a bit, so you've really got to go slow. So I thought I'd just do a few small ones in here, see if I can light it using that wire stripper. Well, it works, but it's not brilliant. I couldn't get that alight. Let's try what I'd normally do. The saw. Saw wins, hands down. Second go. Right then, let's try some fat wood. Doing it this way prevents anything folding back on me. I'm not feeling the love for using that. What I'm finding now, this is only a small bundle. Probably would work if I had a bigger bundle, but because that's so close to the actual handle, a lot of the sparks are just hitting the handle. So this is not working as I'd like it to work. Well, as the other guy would like it to work. Right, saw. First go. This is a no-brainer to me. First go. Well, the problem with these, they are delicate, and I know this from experience because the first few fires I lit with one of these, well, the first one I broke it, and I was using the saw to saw some the branch with fat wood in it off a fallen tree a good few years ago, and what happened, I caught that on another sticky out branch. It came out and it snapped, so I had a bit of a job then to get the snap piece out. So yeah, they are delicate, but using saw is a no-brainer. Last one, fire plug. Now, I've been using these for a bit. I don't use them that often, but I think they are really good emergency fire starters. I am very impressed with them. Well, that lit, no problem at all. Be honest with you, I didn't think it wouldn't light. Well, that's my little experiment on using the wire stripper with the firefly. I don't think it's a very good idea. I think you've got a tendency when you put it in, you pull it, you need to support this, by the way, or it will snap. You pull it and your finger just gets in the way, and then you want to just do it that way, and you can't put enough pressure, and if you did put a lot of pressure on, you would snap it. So whoever said to use that, fair enough, does work with superfine man-made tinder, but using it with fat wood and using it with a feather stick, no go. Stick to the saw, point that blade down, rest the blade so it can't fall back on you, and that's your winning ticket. So that is my Victorinox Hunter knife. Hunter, not Huntsman, because I think the Huntsman is the smaller one. I've got one of them too somewhere. Yes, these are great, I do like them. Obviously cold hands, wet nails, bit awkward to pull out, but the weather's going to be that bad, I won't rely on it anyway. Yes, I could have used that tinder, I can't remember what it's called, but the proper tortoise gear stuff, I'm pretty sure that opened up and fluffed would have worked in there, but it's not something I'm going to do again. I will stick to the back of the saw. It works well, I know what I'm doing with it. That is just too close to handle in my opinion. I'm pretty sure if I'd have made a bigger bundle of scrapings, fatwood scrapings, that would have gone up. My bundle was a bit small, but I think that is for very fine tinder. See, I lit a feather stick easy with the back of the saw. I don't suppose a lot of people would attempt to light a feather stick with a firefly. I will, because that's what I do. I light fires. Good tool, and I had it at a very good price, so I'm very pleased with that. And I think that'll be my pocket carry for the woods for the foreseeable future. I tried Victorinox German Army knife for a bit. It just doesn't really have enough functions for the size. I put a fire ant in the corkscrew, which is very small and very fiddly, and you really do need fine tinder for that because it is small. But yeah, I prefer that. That's going to come with me on my outings for the foreseeable future. Well, thank you very much for watching. I appreciate your comments, I appreciate your views, and I certainly appreciate a thumbs up. Good tools. Ta-ra. Grow up, Rob. I can't remember what I was going to say. Start again. Well, thank you for watching. I do appreciate your comments, and I certainly appreciate that thumbs up. Start that again.